Hi Isra, I just finished watching your video and wow, you honestly hit me harder than you might think. You didn't just explain your fear, you invited me into it, and that takes real courage. Let me start by reflecting what you told me, just to show you that I heard every single word. You said you've been living with an intense fear of small spaces, claustrophobia, for years. You explained that your anxiety shoots straight up to a 9 or even a 10, where panic takes over your whole body. You mentioned your heart pounding like it's trying to escape, your hands turning into waterfalls of sweat, your breathing shrinking to short gasps. You told me this all started when you were 10, trapped in an elevator with your cousin for nearly 20 minutes. And you described how this fear sneaks into every part of your life. Stairs instead of elevators, avoiding rush hour crowds, keeping fitting room curtains wide open, even struggling in small schoolrooms. Everything you've shared points to claustrophobia, which is the scientific term for a phobia of tight or crowded spaces. You're not weak, dramatic, or overreacting. Your body is simply reacting to an old memory it never fully healed from. Here's the deal. A fear is like an alarm that rings when something dangerous happens. A phobia is like that alarm stuck on max volume. Even when the house is perfectly safe, that's what's happening to you. Your mind remembers the elevator, even when you're nowhere near one. Your symptoms, dizziness, chest pressure, sweaty palms, the choking feeling, or your body yelling, "Hey, let's run," even though you're not actually in danger. But here's the hopeful twist. Your brain can unlearn fear. You just need the right kind of practice. That's where exposure therapy steps in. Not the scary kind, not the push you in an elevator nonsense. Real exposure therapy is like teaching your brain the truth in tiny, almost invisible steps. Let me sketch the journey that I would recommend. Step 1, I call the safe zone. We talk about your fear while you stay relaxed. You imagine a small space, not to scare yourself, but to show your brain that the thoughts are harmless. Step 2, gentle visuals. Maybe you look at pictures of elevators or tight spaces, not for long, just enough to show your brain, see, nothing is happening. Step 3, the threshold. You stand in front of an elevator. You don't step in, you just breathe. Your heart slows, your body learns, I survived this moment. Step 4, the half step. You step in for 1 second, out again. A victory. Your brain rewrites one tiny piece of the old memory. Step 5, riding with strength. 1 floor, then 2, then more. Not because you're forced, but because you choose to. You take the elevator back from your fear. Think of this process like reclaiming a house that fear has been renting inside your mind. You're slowly taking the keys back. And Isra, you absolutely can do this. I want you to remember one thing. You didn't escape that elevator years ago. You survived it. That means you already have the strength you need. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. So here's my message to you. You're stronger than the walls that scared you. You're louder than the panic whispering in your chest. And you deserve a life where doors, rooms, and elevators don't control you. I'm here for you. And step by step, breath by breath, we'll get through this. Take care, Isra. And don't forget, healing begins exactly where fear thinks it can stop you.